All right, let's dive into it, huh? This control deck's been sweet the last couple of times we played it. Zoe and Heimer work very well together. Zoe makes super cool star charts, which are spells that give you Heimer robots, and Zoe cares about playing lots of differently named cards, and all of the different robots that Heimer makes when you cast spells have different names. So if you're able to get Heimer and Zoe into play together, you're able to summon an entire army of things that are level up Zoe quickly, and all those different robots give Zoe lots of keywords to allow her to share them with your team. We've got things like Bastion, Sunblessed Vigor, and Pale Cascade to keep our champions alive, and then we've got interaction like Mystic Shot and Aftershock here that allows us to interact with the board early. We're also doing a little bit of reach as we go into the late game. Because we are a target deck, we also get to play Hush to help keep us alive against opposing elusives and other tricky power-up things. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this one and see if this control deck continues to be reasonable or not for us. We foil Heimer. I don't know that I play Heimer enough to foil it. I think a Mystic Shot to start sounds fine. This archetype often plays some cheaper 1 and 2 drops. Goat as another early play sounds good. This pairs really well with Goat, because Goat will generate a gem for us to be able to discard to draw a real card with. Anytime Goat gets to generate 2 gems, it feels like cheating. Yeah, usually that's how they do it, Hyde. They haven't told us anything concrete yet necessarily, but that's generally speaking how it works. I'm actually going to go ahead and Thermo Beam here for the sake of resource efficiency, and then it lets me open attacks for 7 next turn. Apply some good pressure and potentially get 3 gems out of this. Yeah, getting a troll chance out of here on this Thermo Beam sounds great for us. Honestly, they're only going to 4 mana. I think I'm going to deploy this other Goat before I re-attack. That's super unfortunate.
Ready the torches.
Keeping the board, we're ahead on board, and we're ahead on cards in hand here, so that's nice. We have to turn one of these gems into another card with the Sump Dredger. 4/3 is a decent stat line in this matchup.
Took the bait.
Took the bait. Nice, nice.
The winter's claw strikes.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fine run back, White Sticks. I'm pretty happy to just open attacks here.
Come on in.
Eminently logical.
It's logical. Sumps and goats, chat. Sumps and goats.
Feel no fear, show no mercy. Words to die by.
Words to die by. It might have been cheeky. I don't know. Heimer's like our one big threat here. Do I want to Aftershock something? feel like the answer is yes. And like they attack, we go trade. This jumps for 2 less, but it puts damage on the Sajani. I'd rather block like this. This is only at 1 out of 5 because of how defensively they've been playing. Poggers Day! Alright, well now we just Poggers Day, right? Get an 8-8.
The only holiday worth celebrating.
Nice! We need a Thermo Beam for that, Dorko.
Reality is just your mind crumbling under what it doesn't understand, silly.
Under what it doesn't understand, silly.
I'll handle this myself.
Hail, War Mother. Drive them before us, Era.
Divert all power to main laser.
Main lasers!
Just when I needed assistance.
The Winter's Claw.
This technically gets me another Celestial. All of these require me to behold. It's probably just Supernova.
I forgot how slow time moves.
I want to hold the Hush for when they battle Fury. So this is 5, 12. So if I Bastion this is still gonna level. And it'll level and be a 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 minus 8 is 5. So I'd take 12, 5, 17. I think I'm supposed to Hush.
Engines don't determine themselves.
Tell me something cool.
Added to the bug list.
For Noxus.
Is it better to just Hush Darius? If we Hush Darius, he doesn't have Overwhelm, and he doesn't level. That's not true. This still would have leveled him, because then Sajani would have had Overwhelm. So do I get interactive or do I just try and kill them here? If I play this and I hit sisters... Oh, sisters, I don't have room to get the elusive out. That's awkward. Okay, let's just do this. And then this will level Zoe. Here. Ooh, that's true. Flash would be free first, which would guaranteed level Zoe on the Supernova. Ken Dragon, thanks for the follow, by the way. Missed that one. You're a strange child. You're a Shen. Aftershocks, okay here. Zoe on one's obviously great. I'm only get these two looking for Hushes, another cheap interaction.
I am one with the land. I bear a message from... Oh, hey, what's that? Who goes there? What's doing over there?
We swim within the flows of magic.
I think we're gonna go ahead and sump here. We'll hold on to Flash for now. We'll ditch the super cool star chart. Mystic Shot's not a terrible pickup. I think if they pass here, I'm gonna go ahead and try and murder this. They could obviously have sharp sight, but it's gonna happen at some point regardless. Yeah, getting to kill River Shaper without them getting any value off of it is huge.
Ship time!
They could also still have sharp sight here and just want to save it to kill Zoe. Is their deck broken? Asking the real questions. I'm very confused and I don't know what to do with my hands. Don't really want Falling Comet against the Deny deck. Riot definitely has metrics on which emotes get used. The Runeterra dev team has teased different decks, different emote metrics before.
Strength in grace, beauty in the blade.
I think that does what I wanted to do. There you go. And then we get to go ahead and Aftershock Fiora here, and then Hush her in response to their combat trick. Leaf play riposte. Thanks. Appreciate you. And this, so like, there's so much complaining about Hush in the format, but I really think this is a good example of like why this card is so predominant, right? Like, I genuinely think that a big part of why Hush is so prevalent is because Fiora and Lee Sin are such popular decks that they're so polarizing that this is like the only good answer to those decks. So the popularity of Hush is in large part due to it's a must-play answer due to how the format is structured.
This is her followers.
I could play Golden Sisters next turn, but I think I'd rather Star Chart not only for value and working towards leveling Zoe up, but also for trying to find a Danger Noodle for this. Yeah, I made a very large mistake stepping into an opinion that wasn't the popular opinion on Magic Twitter. People get very upset if you're not in their hive mind in that game. Magic's predatory nature and how much it causes people to spend on their game makes it so if you go against the group think, it's not okay. Because people are so tied up in it. Yeah, I agree. I was watching Sean for a lot of last night too. He's a great content producer. He's very, very good at what he does. Nope, it's lower than Eldraine. Looking through Magic spoiler cards, it reminded me how many bad cards they print in every set. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think I'm just attacking here.
Understood.
This means this can trade into here now. I think we're just doing this and trying to pressure. The sub counter change. Reaching almost 1,800 subs a week ago. I'd hoped Runeterra worked out for you. No, it doesn't. It unfortunately does not look like Runeterra, at least for my content, at least, is currently sustainable for full-time content. That's why I'm going to be dipping back into Magic with their set release tomorrow. In hopes to salvage my streaming career. Runeterra is great, and I intend to keep playing it with consistency, but it unfortunately is not quite large enough or popular enough to be able to be a full-time income for me, it doesn't look like. I'm honestly surprised I lasted 4 months. I was expecting it to last a month or two at most. We had a bunch of sub gifts that propped us up for a little bit.
Your move.
Unfortunately, do not have a second copy of Hush here. Even a Mystic Shot would have traded there. Right on time. Welcome to the party. Jespo, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hey Trill, thanks for the sub gift. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. We just played out another 4-3 here. We'll get to shift through. Honestly, Give It All might punk them out with Elusive at some point, so let's hold on to that for now. Get rid of the gem here. Okay, yeah, and I'm glad we kept the Flash of Brilliances, because we got Heimer here.
Let them eat souls. Try me.
Oh. Shadow, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this morning.
They are under my protection.
Yeah, if we can manage to not get combo killed by Fiora, I like our position a lot based on our hand currently.
Balance favors you.
I have no equal.
Sparkly!
Even if illogical,
Remember when the Heimer 3 bot was elusive, right?
And fire!
Do.
What
What you
you doing over there?
doing over there?
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
This is a block me, I dare you attack.
Such unrefined stuff.
Oh no. Oh no, they're calling, chat. They can probably beat Mystic Shot. We'll see.
Progress waits for no one.
They're gonna have a Shen barrier. Hey, Shadow, thanks for the sub gift.
My father's blade.
Sure, we did Fiora open attack said.
It's smaller than a diagram.
It would have been better to allow damage before Mystic Shot. We end up in the exact same spot, right? Yeah, and we can draw Hush. Oh, then we can Aftershock next turn when they open. Or Mystic Shot next turn when they open. That's an interesting thought.
Honor of House Laurent.
Sure, yeah, I like that. I like that suggestion. We could still draw Hush. You're not wrong.
Riddle me something cool.
Mystic Shot also would have done it there too, technically, right? Because it would have broke the barrier and then these would have traded. I think chat's definitely right that having the Mystic Shot there would have been right? So if I would have let combat just happen and then aftershocked, the problem with letting combat happening and then aftershocking is if they have barrier plus a combat trick, they win the game on the spot. Like a single combat, but that's two specific cards, I suppose. Honestly, I think I'm into keeping extra Zoe and Thermo Beam for their Zoe sounds lovely.
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that?
I'd expect this to be a Plaza control deck with Fiora in it.
We wear red to honor the fallen.
Fiora is more competitive than Lee Sin. I don't even know if that's true. I don't know. They both kind of suck for different. I hope that next week's balance patch has changes to Fiora and Lee Sin. I don't think I don't think we really need to bicker over one or the other. Hopefully there's changes to both next week. I'm gonna grab the Crescent Strike here. I guess I have Triple Bubble. Take the Moon Glow, actually. Well, with the Moon Glow, we can hopefully level Zoe this game. Yeah, confirmed Plaza control deck as expected. I think if we're on the level Zoe plan, I'm gonna take Equinox. Having lots of ways to stop them from using Plaza to kill her sounds important. Yeah, I give people mod swords when they've been subbed for a year, PNC.
Virtue guides me.
Chittis, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I mean, actor, just like for reference, this is gonna be your first and only warning. It's kind of your second warning. Stop asserting your opinion is a fact in my chat. It's really obnoxious. So like earlier you made the very silly statement that aggro's not fun, and now you're complaining about Fiora not being fun, and it's definitely just your phrasing, but like seriously, start inserting things that make it clear that that's an opinion, because that's what it is. It's okay for you to not enjoy things that other people like, but acting like you're the default authority on what's fun and what isn't is real nonsense.
The heart and lights the way.
Smith, thanks for the 24 months. I appreciate the 2 years. Welcome back. That's annoying. Evercity, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Danger noodle.
Yes, very likely about to see clutch into Acel here. I think I'm gonna star shaping into Pale here trade. Fatty spell shield elusive sounds nice. Nemroth, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Seven, 8, 9, 10. I don't know, Caperly. I don't intend to play Magic consistently if it's not fun. I intend to give Magic a chance tomorrow. I'm not making any commitments in advance or making any decisions before I've actually played games.
Like your favorite toy, a flame for eternity.
So, I think I want to look for a stun here, because then we can hush this to pop the spell shield and stun these to save Zoe. I think I play Heimer as, hey, look, a distraction here. And see if they go after him instead of going after Zoe.
Believe or burn.
Is that 6 out of 10? Has she seen me play a Hush yet? 1, 2, 3. I'm one short no matter how I slice it, right? Shame this Aftershock wasn't one turn sooner to be able to kill this Plaza before Aesol killed our Zoe.
Dimensions don't determine themselves.
I guess we're just passing here with the plan being invoke Solari Priestess, hope to find Meteor, hush this, Meteor this. And we missed. I guess this is technically a reroll.
Blessing.
I'm not gonna have enough mana to do it all this turn though, right?
The mountain knows me. I am the traveler.
No one can be like me.
Oh, wonderful. Zoe's here.
Seven, 8, 9.
Just when I needed assistance.
We're not going to be able to stop Aesol from leveling this turn, are we? He's at exactly 25 out of 25. I guess I could technically hush this, right? That's what we could do. We could hush this and then keep them from leveling him. We get got by single combat or pale cascade, but that's the play. Definitely can't beat leveled Aesol, so.
A sturdy construction. Yeah.
Yeah, bit. Single combat. Single combat here not only kills the Zoe, but gives them enough attack power to level him up.
Calculated.
Sedge, Gangplank. I'm mulligan these, looking for a goat or something cheaper to pair with this. Zoe's nice. Zoe generates star charts, which you don't mind discarding to some treasure. Fingers crossed for no parlay here. Killing our champion and getting to level both of theirs is a pretty big savage.
I'll shoot the wings off a Biltwa.
Happy to kill this and try to deny them their level trigger this turn.
I never. Ready, aim. Look at this reality. Look how sparkly.
Error. Got two champion triggers in 2 turns here. Whew. It's really good against Zozo too.
Keep up, keep up.
And we can Mystic Shot this. And then next turn we can open attacks and hook the Narwhal with the 4/3. What you doing over there? We're gonna be looking for Comet with the Solari Priestess to have an answer rolled up to Gangplank and or Sajani.
Dead men tell my tale.
They have both their champions on Curver probably dead.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
If they don't have Sajani, this can kill Gangplank at least, inside of combat with the Pale Cascade. But if they have Sajani, even though we have Comet for Sajani, Sajani will wipe the attack off of this, which means Gangplank's gonna get to attack in freely. They can also like Sajani Zoe, and then hit in here, forcing a lot of overwhelm damage over. We do have Game 10 rolled up in hand though.
Carved from the savage cold.
Yeah, both their champions on curve is rough. Definitely have to kill Sajani. This is 2 away from leveling.
Got us covered.
Eminently logical.
Okay, that's a good draw too. Saving Zoe there means that saving Zoe means that the parlay doesn't hit our Nexus, which is great for us. She's at 7 out of 10.
I am reborn of salt and brine.
Don't ask where it's from. Ask how much. Sturdy construction. It's smaller than a diagram.
Oh.
What? Universe demands change. I'm doing
So they're gonna have good open attacks here, unfortunately.
Explosives. Fire entrails. Line 'em up.
So everything I control is everything I have is dying.
Back heretic.
A sturdy construction.
I mean, we technically get to play this turn, right?
Dimensions don't determine launches and records from advancing contestants.
Is that lethal? I think that's lethal on board, right? We have Hearthstone lethal. Cause this is vulnerable. Yeah, I mean, alright. Shields up. Oh, so Johnny me. Do we do it? Does Zoe Emblem steal another one? Zoe Emblem steals another one.
Calculated.
She's a good gal, chat. I like me some Zozo. This deck's got a lot of lines in it. Good big brain feel smart deck. I'm gonna full mulligan here, looking for Zoe's Thermo Beams, Mystic Shots, and Aftershocks against their Zoe Plaza deck.
Reality is just your mind crumbling under what it doesn't understand, silly! Hi-ya!
So unfortunately do not have an answer to their Zozo here. It's a good pickup. I'm gonna shift through some of the cards in our hand. I have 2 Aftershocks. Do I want to spend an Aftershock on Zoe? I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like the answer is yes. With no first plaza here.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
And this is like the power of Zoe, right? Like I spent a 4 mana card to kill their 1 mana card, and their 1 mana card drew them a card. I'm gonna go and just open attacks here with the goat. Again, just want to try and apply as much pressure as possible and get more gems going. With the Heimer drawn here and double flash in hand, I think I actually just passed this turn. I was originally gonna play the Sump Dredger. Now I gotta kill that, right? Yeah, I think if they hadn't given me a plaza to kill, I would have gemmed the goat. To not burn mana and keep my hand at a manageable size. It's the part where they play the second plaza. Nailed it. Sweet.
Daylight warms the heart.
So I think I sump here to give myself a decent open attack next turn. And then I get to bank this 2 mana, and I can go up to 6. I'll have 8 total next turn, so I can go Heimer, Flash. Although that's a Zozo. Zozo makes me want to do other things.
Look at this reality!
Look how sparkly!
Reality is just your mind crumbling under what it doesn't understand, silly!
Looking for a danger noodle here, almost assuredly.
Are they still here?
Yeah, no quick pickup. Sounds good for us, hopefully. Triple Flash Heimer. You love to see it.
What's doing over there? Zoe, what's your name?
Back, heretic.
This trades with a Pale Cascade, which isn't great tempo for us, but it uses our resources pretty efficiently this turn. I don't have anything else I want to spend my mana on. I don't want to play Heimer until I can flash in the same turn, so I think this is fine. It plays around Hush. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, I'm so dumb. Holy crap, I'm dumb. Wow, that was bad. They messed up and I messed up back. They were just popping spell shield. Because I'm dumb. In my head, this was taking one. This was taking one and then our thing. And now I don't have mana for Heimer next turn either. We can trip, but I just messed up. I messed up everything. Okay, all of my resource efficiency is just completely foobarred now. I'm not in my 20s anymore, so you're gonna have to explain to me what you mean by KDA stan.
This is a lie.
Wait, did they just choose not to kill my Zoe to burn my mana? Thank you. Thank you, opponent. Stan comes from the Eminem song of the same name, referring to an incredibly dedicated, often obsessive fan. You know, it's funny. I was gonna make an Eminem reference there. That's funny.
How's it going?
Unforeseen outcome.
I'm gonna play a couple of turrets out, chat. Probably looking for a 4-1 here so they can block my fearsomes.
Pretty sparkle flag.
They discarded an Ace Soul. Yep.
Ooh, you're interesting.
Die for me.
I'm gonna Mystic Shot this before damage happens to play around star shaping and Guiding Touch being able to save this. We got one really decent spell, and then two other kind of playable ones off of the Flash of Brilliances too. Which is nice. Zoe's at 7 out of 10, so I can actually level Zoe, right? Because Zoe hasn't seen a super cool star chart yet. We get to like gem, super cool star chart, and charge modulator. Do I still have a Teemo deck on my website? I don't believe I do at the moment. Oh, I do have frozen mushrooms up there. You're right. It's a good call. Transform you into you. Solance, thanks for the follow, by the way. I could have been right to star shaping here too, to level her up to try and hit an elusive threat. That's probably a better play actually. Well, they're dead on opens here technically. They have a lot of healing in their deck, though. Yeah. Pet fight with Zoe's emblem and another Heimer drawn and a star shaping. This game should be a wrap. Especially with this transmogulator. The transmogulator will let us turn one of our other Darkos into a copy of something scary we get off of star shaping. You have a dragon. What if I also had a dragon? I'm liking God of War. It's been good so far. I think my only complaint would probably be the combat was a little bit slow to open up. Yeah, Zoe level up with turrets is great. That's why we're playing this deck. Alright, so they GG'd emoted, but they could have Hush plus Judgment. So I'm only going to attack with this lethal one, right? No, I should attack with 2 in case they have just Hush, right? Alright, we'll do that. If I attack with everything there and they hush something, block, and then judgment my board, we lose a pretty unlosable game that's otherwise unlosable. So good to think through what the permutations there are, even though it looks like a pretty free attack. So the reason why I played the 0 power minion first as opposed to the 5 attack one was because I was expecting them to attack with their giant dragon blitz legend, and if they attacked with their thing, I wanted to chump block with my 0-1. Yeah, we're about 4-ish hours in as of yesterday's session, and it's definitely like the last half hour to an hour of gameplay when we've gotten to start picking skills out and customizing extra buttons and stuff and upgrades for the weapon. It feels like the gameplay's expanded a lot more for us. I feel like it's one I'm definitely going to really like, but it's super slow at the beginning to get going. Morning, Ash World, play a fizz. I think I'm murdering this just for the sake of resource efficiency. Yeah, it seems like it has a lot going on, Journey. Meh. Hopefully we don't get Mystic Shot at him and get a gem. I think the opponent's deck is just objectively good. I think it's got good, solid, proactive game plans in a lot of matchups. Be aggressive, be aggressive. Alright, so I think with this play here, I go ahead and sump this turn to try and find a Aftershock, Mystic Shot, Thermo Beam, etc. to kill this. Flash with Heimer for next turn is not bad. Although, with that play, I probably want to do this turn to look for Meteor Shower. Because my bots aren't going to be able to beat level Twisted Fate, so... I should have opened a text here.
Keep up, keep up.
I don't think they have a way to prevent this from killing this in their regions. They have a draw 2 in response. Nope, just conceding. Yep. Yep. You could say they were all in. One of the changes that we made to this deck that we're currently playing at the end of the last session we played it was putting more cards into it that kill Twisted Fate because of that opponent's archetype. Being able to pick off Twisted Fate stifles a lot of their card advantage. Yeah, suit up is their protection, and it didn't beat the deal for in that instance. Yeah, I've really been a big fan of my personal favorite Twisted Fate pseudo-elusive deck is definitely Twisted Diana, because getting to play Bastion to protect your leveled Twisted Fate, or as you're leveling it, it tends to be very good. Like the first Joey Lisa deck we played against today in 2 hours. I want to see how this matchup plays out. I'm going to play it. I've got a lot of things that kill Zoe, and I've got Hush against actual Lisa, and so... It's been 4 or 5 days since I've actually played this matchup instead of just conceding it like we usually do. Yeah, I'm gonna play Magic the Gathering tomorrow, so I need to put myself in the Magic the Gathering mindset. That's the big brain energy right there from Yar's Revenge. This deck's basically a magic deck. They told me the stove was hot, but I need to touch it just in case they're wrong. They could. What if they were lying, chat? What if the stove was cold this entire time? Hello, oldest son.
Hi, Daddy.
I think the conservative play here is just sump, ditch, the gem, block. Because if I Mystic Shot and they Pale Cascade, I get pretty savaged.
Oh man, we gonna set a magic shot of this. Torch. Droid. Daddy, what is that droid?
I think I want a Zoe here.
What is that, Zoe, okay?
I think it's like Zoe and like proactive Bastion.
Like Bastion, like the Bastion game?
It is like the Bastion game.
The Bastion game, I beat Are You Popeye?
You did beat the Bastion game, you're right. The conservative play would be storming Riot's office because the shuffler is rigged. Oh gosh, it's too real, it hurts. It's too real and it hurts. Please stop. This is, oh no. We can play games together tonight, bud. That's the rules. We can play after dinner, okay?
Dragon spirit.
Riddle me something cool.
Alright, I'm off it. I've changed my mind. I no longer feel like playing. That's good. That put me in the mood for Magic tomorrow. Suddenly they had a barrier unit that was gonna kill my stuff every turn, and I couldn't interact with it because of denies and its built-in barrier, and everything came rushing back. And all the memories came rushing back. It's like when one of those characters in a TV show starts waking up from their amnesia. The stove looks real hot from here, not gonna lie.
Nothing like the great outdoors.
To set an incredibly low bar, Lee Sin is actually less interactable than Embercleave. At least in Magic, the Embercleave decks aren't counterspell decks. I think I want to keep my removal. I'm okay with this trade. They're definitely a Poro Snacks deck. I think I want to Thermo Beam this before it gets bigger. That's a perfect draw. This lets me play a thing and then bank 3 mana to go Heimer into Flash next turn. What's our best draw here? Like Mystic Shot or Thermo Beam, probably? The stream was pre-recorded in front of a live Twitch audience. Is this music just always on? Now, this is the game board music, which I can technically toggle. Yeah, in Runeterra, what game music you hear is determined by your cosmetics that you pick. You get to dictate your own background music.
Yes, again!
Well, to be fair, the game board in Arena that has the audio bug only appears when you're playing Historic, and I don't intend to touch that Uro-infested snake pit with a 10-foot pole.
An outcome.
They're playing Poggers Day? Really? I'm gonna murder this to try and have good open attacks next turn. Sam TV, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this morning. No, they did ban Teferi in Historic. Well, that's rude. They banned Teferi before I stopped playing, chat.
Entropy, a never-ending cycle.
It just turns out the issues with that their formats were more than just Teferi. Yes, Hex Tech was generated off of Flash.
Technology so brilliant, it must be mine.
Now, where did that one run off to?
My most groundbreaking invention to date.
Yeah, honestly, Twin, and I don't know what it'll be in terms of content, but if Standard doesn't work out, I might try playing some Limited on the Magic side to see if that can be enough to keep people interested. People generally speaking have good things to say about Magic's Limited formats.
Is it the boosters? Who knows? I can barely keep up.
Have you met my shield?
Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
Show me your best.
I feel like we're in a pretty good spot here. I get to gem this to heal it up, and then I can Bastion it to trade with to eat one of these in combat next turn.
It is easy, see?
Sick. I get to Bastion both of these.
Eat and grow strong.
That's super unfortunate. Now we double Bastion this one, right? I think it's the plan. I mean, I actually don't find that particularly, like, if they got 95% of the cards in Arena with only spending $1,200, they must be a very good player. And speaking from experience, I spent much more than that, and I probably don't have 95% of the cards in the application. Also, the 5% of what they're missing is probably all mythic rares, which is not like the 5% that they're missing is the most expensive 5%. Could probably, yeah, rethinking it, I would bet they have 95% of all the cards, with the detail that's important being that the cards that they're missing are the most expensive ones. Would be my expectation. If they hook this here, I block this here, block this here, I take 4, I take 3, so I'm not quite dead on board.
My shield is my good luck.
Let's do this actually, so I can aftershock this one. Why do we save the Poro over the robot? Can I save the robot? You're right, because I'm dumb.
Acceptable advancement in ballistics.
I made a mistake. Maybe they'd be dead here on opens if I saved the robot, right? I think they're dead on opens anyways, though, right? Yeah, the Poro's cuter, that's why. Oh, that was why. There you go. Look at that. G off and Jeff. Past Jeff knew it was up. I let the robot die so I could kill both of their elusives. Because if I saved the robot, I would have had a 2-2 hitting into their 3-3, and they would have had an elusive left to block still. That was why. President Jeff forgot what Jeff 2 turns ago did.
Truly remarkable.
Thank you for the reminder. 81% of unique cards, 67% of a complete collection. All right, that's accurate. I would believe 67.8% of a complete collection for $1,200. Speaking as someone who probably has a 95% arena collection, I've spent close to $4,000 on that application. Over $4,000, over $4,000. And I'd honestly be surprised if my arena collection is 95% at this point, because I don't have Kaladesh cards. I wasn't playing when that set released. I would bet that I don't actually have 95%. Actually want to keep Aftershock here against their Plaza deck. Some sounds fine. It could be right to keep Hush against their Zoe. I haven't played the Poro deck since its most recent expansion dropped. We drew the Mystic Shot to be able to kill this, but they're unfortunately going to get hit in before we do, which sucks. How much is that after the tax break? Something being basically when something is tax deductible, think of it as getting it at a 25% discount. So it's not free, but it's still a lot of money. Yeah, opponent starts really strong here. Pretty big differential being attacking on even versus odds here, but it being able to leverage their attacks really nicely. Taxes in the US are 25%. It depends on what tax bracket you're in. Your effective tax rate differs depending on what bracket you're in. So I think we're sumping here in order to trade with the goat so they can't get too many gems going. Hey, thanks for the 2 months call me card. I appreciate that. Welcome back. My effective tax rate per year with my wife and mine's income combined is usually somewhere between 25 and 30% depending on what the total amount we made for the year is. The more you make, the less you pay. That's not really true for people that make normal incomes. For people that make exorbitant amounts of money, you can dodge lots of taxes, but like if you're not making like millions or billions per year, usually you're paying a little bit more the more you make.
Look at this reality! Look how sparkly!
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
What's really weird to me is that income tax stopped scaling at like $400,000. Yeah, that's because wealthy people lobbied the government for that to be the case. $37% is your lower bracket. Sure. You live in a country that provides you with healthcare though, right? The socialized medicine, yeah. Yeah, for reference, the amount of money my wife and I pay per month plus what her companies pays per month for my family to have health insurance comes out to like a little over $25,000 per year. Casually. And that $25,000 per year doesn't cover expenses if we actually use the healthcare that we pay for. So like that $25,000 per year is simply exists so if someone in my family gets sick, we don't get bankrupted. We still have to pay, I believe it's up to a $5,000 per year deductible on top of that if we actually use the services. And a $5,000 per year deductible for my entire family is incredibly low for the United States. We have what is considered a premium good insurance plan.
Oh, dizzy.
Definitely feeling the need for a Heimer here. Still kind of on the back foot from how early their Zoe start was. The warrior here was one of their better pickups. We had Aftershock to deal with the Plaza, but this being a challenger to kill Zoe was rough. Think we open on Mystic Shot here to kill their goat.
I'm something of an aspiring trichologist.
I think we attack at this point and take the Pale Cascade trade into this if they offer it. Hi, little Toriel. Thanks for the half year. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Back, heretic. Have faith.
I have double Aftershock, so I guess we're just burning one of these into the warrior now. They're an Asol deck, so the problem is, because I don't have a Zoe or a Heimer going while we're making these exchanges, my opponent's inevitably going to get to their top end, and then it's going to be a little bit stronger than ours. I think we tend to need to be the beatdown in this style of matchup, and we're capable of doing that with some consistency, but the fact that they had the challenger to kill our Zoe was a rough cut. Red Sticks, thanks for the follow. So if I block plus Pale Cascade. This will have 3 toughness left after, and we can kill it with Aftershock. Hey, there's a Heimer. With this draw, I think we're supposed to Aftershock next turn. Yikes. Hush, looking real awkward here in multiples. Don't have a lot to do with it. If they have single combat here, we're gonna get messed up. Get a 5-1 out of this at least. I guess we'll take Living Legends. Oh, and this got bigger from Fury, so I can't attack any Vin. Rough. Right on time, Flash of Brilliance. Welcome to the party. Alright, no Skies Descend, please.
The heavens diminish without my attention. Oh my.
Yeah, just face or anything. Anything to do here? It's kind of a tough set today. I don't know. I hate having 2 decks in a row where I'm just like, well, I don't know that I really have anything, but I feel like that this ending as opposed to the last one, where the last deck just felt kind of bad and it didn't feel like we had play. One of the games that we played in that set, I messed up, so that's going to happen. This deck's got a lot of permutations in it. The other ones felt like we just had our cards line up a little bit poorly. That's going to happen sometimes, you know, with conditional pieces of interaction like Hust and Mystic Shot and Aftershock. Like, there's going to be spots where we're just not able to have our things line up well into what they're doing. I mean, especially that last game, the key turning point where we got behind and couldn't recover was they had that Challenger unit to kill Zoe when we had answers lined up to like spells and stuff. So when they had that one specific axis to attack on that we weren't prepared for because we didn't have something like Thermo Beam to stop a big Challenger, it just put our proactive plan in a deadlock and we didn't really have anywhere to go because we didn't have another Heimer or Zoe to follow it up with. So I don't think I'd change anything in this after today. I don't think those games really opened my eyes to any like glaring weaknesses. Sometimes your stuff's just not going to work, line up well when you're playing a deck that's trying to be more interactive like this.